Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Once again, happy holidays and Merry Christmas if you do celebrate it. If not, again, happy holidays. Hopefully you're staying safe, hopefully you're having a nice time, and hopefully you have a wonderful Christmas tomorrow. For today, we've got another video for you, which is going to be a showcase on the newly EZA'd Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, which we didn't actually, of course, think was coming. But I guess Global Dokkan thought they would... I mean, one of the reasons is quite obvious. It looks like they tried to split up the content across, you know, part 1 and 2. So we actually kind of had content spread out rather than having like a week or two without any. But either way, kind of like hiding it and kind of chucking it in now and being like, surprise, her EZA is actually here. It just wasn't the best way to go about it. Like, spread it out, but just put it in the news that it's coming at a later date. It made it look like we were getting no content, but we turned out to get all of it anyway. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this one. It would have been nice if she kind of dropped earlier, like when she was originally meant to drop, but it doesn't matter. We've got on a full universe survival saga team. I've literally just pretty much gone all Kefla and Kale and Cleave units for this one. Of course, we're going to have a rotation with the Dokkan Fest transforming Kefla for all those links. We've got my boy EZA free-to-play universe survival saga support Goku on the team as well, of course. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, as I said. So we're going to hop into a Dokkan event, see what she can do. But before we do that, if you could drop a like, subscribe if you're new, all the support is very much appreciated. But let's hop in and give her a swell? Don't know. Let's hop into it and see what she can do. Okay, so not fortunate enough to get on rotation immediately, but that is okay. We are actually running a Dokkan Fest Strength Kefla as a friend, but either way, she's going to be underneath the both leader skills to what she can possibly get as like a full, you know, the highest boost from both leader skills, so it doesn't really matter. But in terms of her EZA, this is what she does. Of course, she is a Patara leader, giving Ki +3, HP and attack and defense +160. So if you are missing some of the Patara leads, you know, like Vegito, etc., and you need, you know, a good alternative, then she is a very good alternative, especially with this now EZA. She's a good viable option to kind of put back on Patara teams and any other team she kind of goes on. On Super Attack, she does raise defense by 30%, which she stacks. So, as a GT Goku event unit, she's going to be very, very good. And 30% is a decent amount to go up. You know, it's not like 50% like the Dragon Ball Heroes units, but this is a much better unit overall. So 30% every time she supers, quite nice. And also, she greatly she causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense by 50% for 3 turns, which again is very nice to have that 50% for not even just 1 or even 2 turns, but for 3. So in SBR, ESBR, of course, that is very valuable as well. She's not even on any of the rotations right now. Are you serious? Like, you couldn't just... Oh, okay, we move. In terms of her passive, she does change in Ki Spheres to Fizz Ki Spheres. I think it's okay. That is okay, considering she does gain attack and defense plus 20% per Ki Sphere obtained. I think if it was changes random Ki Spheres to Fizz Ki Spheres, maybe that would have been better, because, you know, you can kind of change more Ki Spheres across the board. But maybe that would have been too broken. But of course, her passive is mainly built up of picking up Fizz Ki Spheres. No, sorry, just Ki Spheres obtained. So, you know, it's not the worst. But again, maybe it would have been helped if it was randomly changed Ki Spheres across the board rather than into Fizz. She does have a medium chance of evading enemy attacks and super attacks, which is a 30% chance. She launches an additional attack, which has a high chance of becoming a super attack, which is a 50% chance for it to become a super attack, which is very nice indeed. So we have every link active right now, including Shattering the Limit. So we're on a 85k attack stat and 44k defense. Of course, she does need orbs in order to kind of get those numbers up. So prior to supering, her stats are going to look very low. Excuse me. So, Jesus Christ. You know, even if it's not literally attached to getting it on super, of course, she does need to get the orbs, which means until you attack, she's not going to get the boost because you need to collect the orbs first. So this is another one. This is another scenario where she's going to be more ideal. If you're going to run on main rotation anyway, she's going to ideally be a slot 2 unit. Otherwise, she's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. So 1.7 million attack stat. Again, she does raise defense on super, and she does have built-in additionals. Mine is rainbowed as well, so not bad crit there. So yeah, ideally slot 2 you want to be running her in, but that's nice that she has a 50% chance to get her additional to become a super attack, especially because she stacks defense. So I mean, ideally, if you do get that built-in additional off, and you do have dupes in her, you could potentially in some terms be getting 2 additional supers off with the super you've already done and raise her defense by 30% 3 times, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Of course, you kind of start a little bit of a handicap, because a lot of units that stack defense already have a flat passive like attacker defense plus 80, you know, 100, 120, 140, something like that. Whereas of course, she doesn't get any, you know, attack and defense boost until she starts picking up orbs. So that defense is actually going to be incredibly crucial, and having built-in additionals along with having dupes makes it incredibly ideal to get that defense up a lot quicker. As I said, considering she doesn't start with a flat passive, a complete attack and defense boost solely comes from picking up orbs. So that kind of helps her out a little bit. Also, she gets an additional attack plus 60% when attacking with 6 or more Fizz Key Spheres. So kind of borrowing, you know, similarly to how the strength one operates. I think with 6 or more orbs, she has dodge, but of course this Kefla gets a attack plus 60%. So we do have Goku on rotation, given attack and defense plus 30%, which gives us 110k attack stat, 75k defense, again, until we pick up Key Spheres. Those are going to look incredibly low. What does Shatter Limit give? Gives us Key, so I don't mind not linking him with Goku. Can we get an extra? Can we get 6? Doesn't look like we can get 6, which is kind of annoying. Or we could, or potentially can, but we will end up killing Goku here. So I'm just gonna go with it like this. So I mean, in terms of what the type of numbers she's putting out with the additional 60% on attack, this is probably actually gonna hurt a little bit. I know, because we've already picked up the orbs, but you know what I mean. So 2 million. So if we did have on this rotation anyway the additional 60% attack, you're probably looking at it's definitely under 3 mil. At least, I reckon at least 2.5 million attack stat, which is kind of like standard for a good amount of damage a unit can deal in 2021 Dokkan right now. So that's probably where you're looking at. Without the Goku support, you're probably looking at like 2.3 to 2.5 million attack stat. I could be wrong, give or take, of course. But it's not bad. It's not bad considering she is an older unit that was okay and aged pretty quickly and then never saw the light of day in probably any of your teams. So, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. You know, it's a decent EZA. Of course, it is highly dependent on how many orbs you can pick up. Like, for example, if she kind of worked similarly to the way the Super Saiyan 3 EZA Angel Goku worked, you know, had a flat passive of, you know, said amount XYZ for attack and defense, and then she had additional attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained, she would probably be ridiculous. So, I don't know, she seems like, in my opinion, kind of like a B-Tech Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku EZA. Which maybe, it might be harsh to say, but as I said, it's really dependent on you picking up orbs, which, I don't know, I don't mind. I just kind of wish I had a flat passive as well. Like, it's a good EZA, I just personally, for me, I don't like the idea of her passive being solely built off the fact that you have to get orbs. Like, it would have been nice if it was, she got the additional attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained. But it's still a good EZA. It's still a good EZA. And I still can't get 6 key spheres to save my life. Or potentially I could, but again, we're going to kill Goku. So we're just going to kind of roll with it. It's still a solid EZA. It does mean she is now usable, considering, as I said, probably before this, she wouldn't have seen light of day. She is a good alternative for Potara leads. As long as you're getting a decent amount of key spheres and, of course, supering before she gets hit, she's going to work fine. And, you know, even without a flat passive to begin with, the fact that she can raise her defense or stack her defense on super, then has a built-in additional of a high chance of that turning into a super attack. And then if you have dupes in, she's going to make a very good GT Goku event unit or a longer event unit, just for the fact she can build up that defense. And then when you're picking up, you know, at least 6 or more Fizz Key Spheres, said that the wrong way around, Fizz Key Spheres, then she's putting out some pretty decent numbers. Prior to picking up the 60% on the attack, if you don't pick up the 6 or more Fizz Key Spheres, her damage output is solid, it's respectable, it's nothing insane, but it's decent. So yeah, I just think personally for me, for the way I like units and how good this could have been, especially when you look at similar-ish EZAs, if she had a flat passive on top of getting the additional attack and defense per key sphere obtained, I reckon she would have been she would have been up there for me personally, but it's still a good EZA. It's still a good EZA. She also has like the typical kind of Kefla, Kale, and Kefla links. Super Saiyan Battlefield Diva, of course, this one has Fused Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament Power, Strength Limit. So she'll go on a Universe Survival Saga team and a Universe 6 team easily. Just link her with one Kefla unit and you've pretty much got every single link active, apart from probably Shattering the Limit, I think. And then the categories, Peppy Girls, I've said this before, you can flood out Peppy Girls with pretty much Kale and Kefla units and Kefla units, so she can work well there, especially after her EZA, doing the Peppy Girls ESBR stage. If you haven't done it already, even easier, especially with LR, Kale and Kefla as well. Universe Survival Saga, I mean, there's an abundance of options, but now you have another one, especially if you're missing some. Tara, if you're missing some of the leads like the Vegito units, you do have a solid alternative. Full Power, Universe 6 as already said. Super Saiyan 2 she could go on. Final Trump card, again, if you're missing some of the fusion units. Rapid Growth, of course, she can go on very well, again, running on rotation with one of the Kefla units or the Dokkan Fest Kale and Kefla that fuse into Kefla. Time Limit, again, if you're missing some options. And also Accelerated Battle, which of course is Hitku's new team as well, which also helps, actually helps out Hit and Hitku, well no, not Hitku, helps out Hit as well, because she is a Universe 6 unit, so again, EZA Hit getting better, just even better than he already is. Do let me know anything about our EZA down in the comments. As I said before in the beginning of the video, hopefully you do have a nice Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, then again, happy holidays, take the time you need to rest, hopefully you're all well, stay safe. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace!